Welcome, welcome. So all these webcasts where you guys are sitting there eating popcorn and chilling back, we finally decided we'd eat popcorn. Now, actually, so I was in a workshop and one of the ladies, we got to talking about popcorn and how much we enjoyed popcorn. And she said, oh, you haven't had popcorn until you've had Amish popcorn. She said, have you ever had it? I said, no. How can popcorn be different? So she sent me this in the mail. And I had the first bag and it's like, oh my gosh. So I'm not getting paid. I'm just telling you that if you haven't tried Amish popcorn, Amish country microwave popcorn, it's really, really good. And to Mary Lou, thank you. All right, so now you can sit back and have your popcorn and relax. So we're going to talk about designer details. And the reason I'm doing this webcast tonight is because I've kind of been on like a quest to figure out how do you teach someone taste, good taste? How does someone learn taste? And so I wanted to kind of try to get on that board. And by no means do I declare that I have good taste, because there's times where I make something for myself and I like it at the time and a few months later I don't like it anymore. So I must not have good taste. So I'm trying to make it better for myself as well. So the lesson is to myself and to all of you all. All right. And because Tuesday night was canceled, postponed, not canceled, and we pushed it to tonight, I'm going to open up tonight to, like the last 10 minutes, I'm going to open it up to questions, general questions, not necessarily about the garments. So recognizing that if you had a question, you don't need to wait. We can just open up that little last 10 minutes. We've got 2 pattern giveaways tonight. So if you're going to want to participate in that, you're going to have to log into YouTube. People ask me how to do it. I have no idea how to log into YouTube, but if you go to YouTube, they should have directions on how to log in, or you can search for how to log in YouTube. Okay, so having said that, again, what the consensus is to look at high-end merchandise. And I think over the years, that's why I've always said shop high-end, because if it's high-end, then probably more people have concluded it looks good. That's not to say I see high-end stuff I don't like, and I know you do too. But I'm saying as a general consensus, shop high-end. You don't buy it. That's the best thing about sewing. This month, our pattern of the month is 1950. I'm a big believer that the best way to save money on sewing is to make jackets. I didn't make jackets tonight. Well, I did a couple, but jackets are so expensive that we can save a lot of money making jackets, just if we only made jackets. So that's going to be our focus on the next webcast in the next 2 weeks from now. But for tonight, I want to look at details and trends that we're seeing with designers that we could think about as we're doing our wardrobe. And I tried to make this an everyday wardrobe because I think a lot of us, I personally think that's the hardest part of dressing, is the everyday look that we try to accomplish. Okay, so I'm doing it in pictures and I'm doing it in clothing. I'm doing it in both ways. That's the goal, is to kind of teach you through. So let's go ahead and look at our first picture. And we're going to see lace. And I know I've talked about lace, but what you want to look at is how lace is being done. And it's so simply beautiful. I don't have any fabric numbers, but all the fabric numbers have just been the last, few fabrics put up. So we had that whole olive collection and it did incredibly well. In fact, a little better than I had hoped it would be, because it's almost sold out and we're just getting to the webcast. But what I did is I made this and I put the lace on the top, the olive green, and then the liner is the ITY olive green. And of course then let somewhere, as you can see in the photo, let somewhere it peek through where just the 2 layers, where you only use the 1 layer, whether it be the sleeve, in this case I used the sleeve, whether it be, in this case, also the tie. If you don't want to, in this particular pattern, this is 523 frames, 4-way halter. It doesn't have to be a bow in the front. It can just hang down in the back. It can tie and then just hang down. And that's a great way to do it too. And then I want you to notice in the picture that she's wearing this olive with white pants, and they look great. So I put a pair of white pants over here. I have black jeans, and then jeans. So the whole look is kind of, it can be dressed up, but jeans are really so popular and they blend with all these tops that are so beautiful. The lace blends with jeans, everything kind of goes. So this olive, I just put it with navy just because I didn't want her to be naked on the bottom here tonight, but could easily go with this white jeans or my black jeans, or if you want to dress it up a little bit, it could certainly go with black pants. But it's such a great transitional look that I just wanted you to see that. So lace, and what we're doing with lace is we're underlaying it typically with the same tone on tone is what I'm seeing, and it's a great high-end look, just FYI. Okay, let's go to the next one. Stripes. So, and black and white in particular is really a classic look. So we're going to look at this one because I personally don't like the photo. I've seen a lot of black and white though. I've seen a lot of black and white stripe, and every time I see a black and white stripe, you know, I just want to make sure that I don't look like the referee down on the field. You know, I mean, I hate to say that because I don't want you to think that every time you see it. But I love this, and I'm going to show you what I did with this. And this is this black stripe, and it's a netting. And it's so sheer that I took one layer and did a diagonal, and you could do a right angle. You could do lots of different things with it. It's really fun to work with. But just lay it, just cross. It only took me a yard because I only did the front. I did the back in a knit and just a solid black knit. But I love the look that this gives. I just think it's so pretty. And then basically what I did is I sewed it as one. So you can see mine are forming kind of trapezoids under there, on top and beside. I still put a dart in. The dart doesn't impact anything. This is pattern 514. It's the tank top. I did a black fold over elastic here because you really don't want, you just don't want it turned under and top stitched. It would kind of mess with the illusion of what you're creating with all of this. And then over it, I put this pattern 112. This was the black one I had already done. It's a black rayon knit, cotton knit, whatever you want to do. 112 was our pattern of the month, last month or February. I can't remember which one, but I love that look. I think it's great. And so this illusion of where it's so sheer that one layer can be put over another and create a pattern, I just love that. And I've seen it several times, but I wanted to make sure that you knew about it. Again, that black fold over trim just lays really beautiful on the neckline, and it's just a really pretty look. Okay, how are we doing? We got questions? Pattern for the jacket you're wearing. The pattern is 922. Let me see where I've got it here. Yeah, 922. And the fabric I have on is a Cavalli. And I made sure I put Cavalli in several places on the front. Just, you know, if it's going to have the name written on the fabric, I might as well show it, right? So I've got it here on my arm, on my sleeve. And I've got it a couple places on my jacket. And I love it. I love the jacket. And of course you could wear it, you could go all white underneath, all black underneath, you go pink. You could really do all kinds, because one designer trend that we've got going is to go monochromatic. But that's not the trend I was following with on here. The trend that I was following with here is the animal print that's so popular right now. And the animal print is being done with pinks and yellows. That's kind of the current way to do animal, is to mix it in with a different color. Pink and yellow are so strong for the spring. The pink and yellow, it's a great look. And because this Cavalli came already mixed, it was really easy to do. The fabric, the name on the fabric is several places. So you can see I put it in the back. I put it over here, put it on the sleeve. You know, just to place it was kind of fun. And then this jacket is a real simple jacket, 922. This was Margaret, good old Margaret. This is her favorite jacket. And of course, there's many things you can wear underneath it. I did not put the side pockets in. I left the side pockets out. But that's just my call. That's because y'all know I don't like pockets. Every pocket I ever put in to a pattern is for you all. I wouldn't put any of them. They were for me. Okay, is the lace halter blouson? Yes. That lace halter is 523. It doesn't have to be, but because the lining on this is shorter than the actual lace, then it gives it a blouson, and then it's gathered around at the bottom. And then the sleeves, if you're not aware of this pattern, 523, a lot of you have it because it was one of the new spring patterns. It's got a great little sleeve here. I love, this is beautiful on. I mean, I just love this on. I was, you know, doing one of those little happy dances after I wore it. I just love it, love it, love it. And it's just perfect for this time of year. When you use fold over elastic, do you have to stretch as you sew? You do. You do. When you're doing fold over elastic in general, you want to take the length of the neck. What I do is I'll cut it just equal to my neck edge and then take away like an inch. And that really works pretty well. Take away an inch, then do your seam allowance. Put your seam allowance up on the left shoulder and then quarter the neckline, and you'll stretch that elastic to those quartered sections. And it's actually pretty easy. Do black first because you can't see, you know, your exact stitching on black, and practice with black, and then once you get good, you can jump to white. Or there's a lot of fun, you know, we've got black with silver, black with, you know, a little bit of glitter I think would be really pretty with this. Just gives it a little bit of sparkle. Okay, any other questions on that? Okay, let's go to our next picture. And we're going to see this trend where the side seams are done in black. And if you look at this pattern, it's like exactly our pattern. It's 350 Stephanie's blouse. We've had it around for a while. If you look at her, it's just really slimming. It's very slimming to take the side panels and do them in black. So I took advantage of this pattern, and I did the side panel and then the undersleeve in black. The fabric is perfect for a white. And one thing, this is 100% cotton. And one thing designers are doing, and I know this fabric we had on our live sale, the fabric is fused. The back side of this fabric is already fused. And one of the reasons that it works so well is, and I chose it, is because the black does not show through the white. So you don't get any, you know, the black, even you look at the front facing. That front facing has black right behind it, but because the white is such a beautiful cotton, and it has a fusing to it, it doesn't show through. And then I lined the stripes up at the shoulder so it has a nice little match there, but that's the only place I had to worry about it. We've got a little black and white button just to pull it all together. And that, it's just really slimming. I put it on and I thought, wow, I've lost all my weight. I don't actually have to diet. So it's a great way to look thinner is to use, and there's lots of patterns we can do that for. In fact, let's give away our first, let's give away the second pattern we talked about if you don't mind. And I'll tell you why, because someone donated this to give away, and this is pattern 314. This has sides, and it's very easy when you're doing it in 2 different colors to do this with a slimmed side. And so this is perfect for, this is a knit, this is a woven, those are the differences, but it's really great for looking thinner. You know, if we're going somewhere and we really want to kind of trim it in, just use those black sides. Okay, so the giveaway, the keyword to get this is 314. Just type in those 3 numbers, don't spell them out, just 3, 1, and 4. Just only do it once, just as a reminder, because if you do it again, the computer will kick you out. And so we can answer questions while y'all are doing that, okay? 314. So fold over always feels stiff to me. Do you have a softer one? I think ours is soft. I mean, have you ever bought it from us? I buy it from a guy in New York, and I love it. We sell lots of it. All of our fold over. We sell quite a bit of all of it. But even, I don't know, if it feels stiff to you, I don't know that I would use it, but you might try steaming it, and maybe that steaming will take away some of that stiffness. What is the finish on the hem of the striped top? I just did a 3/8 and just turned it under and top stitched. Just turned it under, top stitched, just a 3/8 all the way around. The black, the side panels, this is the black cotton that we have online, and it's on sale. I don't know, it's just we only have one. It's a woven black 100% cotton, and that's what I mixed with the stripe. And I'm just sorry, you guys, I don't have these fabric numbers. But I do think this would be cool with a pair of like black yoga pants or black leggings. I put them there so you could see. Just a cute little outfit. And even if you're just casually running around doing nothing, you just look so current and trendy, and That black and white is a great look. Okay, we have a winner? We do, okay. That winner is Nancy Schweinfest. Nancy, congratulations. So Nancy, if you'll, 314 is yours. If you will shoot me an email, Peggy@silhouettepatterns.com, and just say, hey, I won pattern 314, and give us your address, and we'll shoot it out to you in the next couple days, okay? Hopefully everybody who's ever won has gotten their patterns. We really are pretty good about sending them out, yes, the next day. Did I add length to my jacket? No, I made my jacket exactly like the pattern. I didn't change anything. I love this oh, I did too. I take that back. So see the back? Forget my mic. Sorry about that, you guys. Anyway, the back has a center back seam for fit. But because I didn't want to put a center back seam, I wanted all the stripes and everything to go together. If you notice, I put two darts. So it suited my fitting better than a center back seam. So I moved the center back seam off, I put the center back on the fold, and then I went ahead and did 2 darts. That's the only change I did, okay? My fold over was with the metallic. It scratched me, but it might not have been put on correctly. Is there a trick to it? I don't think so. I think I would wash it though. The washing will soften it. If it's scratchy in the beginning, the metallic is only on the outside, it's not on the inside, so the inside should be soft, but just give it a washing. And it holds up really well, so it might be that. Okay? Okay, let's try, okay, yeah, we did. Oh, the other striped top? This striped top. Oh, I haven't finished it. I just did a serging. But here I would turn this under and just top stitch there at the bottom. I hadn't finished it, you caught me. Yeah. Okay. Okay, what's next? The next photo, please. Okay, so this trend, and you're going to think I've come a long stretch, and you did, but I just want you to see how my crazy head works, my mind works. So I know capes because I've looked around so much. Capes, ponchos, all those things are really, really popular. So when you look, and it's not just the color, it's really just a general trend that these capes and wraps, you know, they've been popular all through fall, but they're using them really strong for spring. And I love the trend. So it took me to pattern 95, which you all know I love this pattern for forever. 95, this one right here. And just I did it in a fabric, and that fabric just went up today. So it's one of the 6 fabrics, I don't know the number, that went up today. And you know, I did it in a fabric that was like would be typically used to make a jacket. And so I just love it. I mean, you know, like I said, it was a hard thing to figure out what to wear tonight because with a pair of white jeans, it's just cute. And it's casual enough to be casual, but dressy enough it can be dressy. It's just a great midway. I didn't change anything. I did it exactly as the pattern is. I did throw this in the washing machine before I did it. The little holes on the fabric shrunk up just slightly. Just be sure you serge the edges before you wash it, or otherwise you'll have a lot of lint on it. But this was quick and easy to make and just fun, just really fun. Pattern 95. And then underneath I put, this is the 422, the wrap, twisted wrap top. Okay, 6301 is the fabric, this white fabric. Does your jacket have shoulder pads or do you have great shoulders? I must have great shoulders. I don't have shoulder pads. I don't think I have great shoulders, but I don't have shoulder pads. No, this pattern, the 922, the one I have on, is not a shoulder pad jacket. But if you're not comfortable, it doesn't mean you can't put shoulder pads in your jacket. You know, it's no big deal. If you feel like you have a slope a little bit, you're much better off to put shoulder pads. Just put little 1/2-inch ones in, and then that will really help the look. Okay? All right, so 95 is that one right there. We'll stick this in her chest. There we go. Okay. All right, did you lengthen the jacket? No, I think I answered that. Would you explain how you put darts in the jacket you are wearing? So this particular jacket has darts under the lapel. The bust dart has been moved up to the upper portion of the body. That's already done in the pattern. and there's no waist darts. So you can do that, but you don't want the jacket to be too boxy because you look thicker. You know, for all the archetypes, for all the body types, whatever, you'll just look thicker if it doesn't have some shaping to it. This jacket then, and so the whole thing is to have this jacket work for the fabric you're doing it for. So particularly this fabric, it has stripes all over the place, and diagonal and all that kind of stuff. And so it was a good match because it meant that I didn't have to really align anything. The darts, you know, it could be solid in the front because the dart was under the lapel and I could still get really nice fit in through the, you know, top of the jacket. And the back, the only difference was the back had a center back seam. And because I didn't want to have to match that center back seam, I'm going to explain that again. I put it on a fold so that you could see, plus I put the name up there. I don't know how much you can see back there. But I put the name Cavalli back on the back, and then I just did these two darts. And whenever you're doing darts, you're going to do 4 inches from center back, and you go up below the shoulder blade and down to, you know, wherever you want. Can you see those darts? Maybe I should just hold still for a little bit. Everybody cool with that? Okay. Okay, so that's the only thing I did. The darts are 4 inches from center back, so they're 8 inches apart on any size. Then just go up, you know, 3 or 4 inches and go down 3 or 4 inches. And then it just gives you shaping. You can see there's shaping in that back, but there's no center back seam. And all the lines are still matching and looking good. Okay, how do you shorten 95? I'm only 5'3". That's a great question. I really appreciate you asking that. So this piece is, it's long. It has a long section and you cut it as one and you fold it up. So anywhere in that section, and preferably right about the place where it changes directions and turns up, and if you look at the pattern, you can see, because you've got an armhole on this side and an armhole on that side, but it's all one piece. The whole front is cut as one. Just simply put a massive tuck right through the middle of it. Just literally tuck it up, even on both sides. Connect those lines that are now disjointed, and you'll make it as short as you want. I would probably cut it and make it once, figure out how much shorter, because otherwise you're kind of guessing. It should come a little below your crotch is the look you want. How's that? Good? Okay, is fabric 6301 the white sweater knit? Although it's not a knit, it is a woven. Lightweight or heavy? Oh, it's definitely not winter. Would it work in Florida? Yes, it's mostly cotton. It's got a little bit of poly in it, but it's a beautiful, it's definitely summer. There's no question. This is not a winter fabric. Not at all. Okay? Okay. The bust, 922, the bust dart ended up in front of the collar, so I moved the point to hide it. What did I do wrong? You didn't do anything wrong. You just might have put the button different, or maybe it didn't. You know, my dart ends over here and it flips over here. I don't know that it's wrong. It's just body versus pattern. If you have to move the end, not a big deal. Okay, good job. Okay, let's look at the next picture. Oh, I love this, you guys. Velvet is such a strong trend for spring. It won't go through to summer, but boy, is it hot right now. And this look is exactly what I wanted to duplicate. So I put it on with jeans. You want to wear slim jeans or leggings. You could do either one. Not with a crop top. You wouldn't want to do leggings with a crop top. I'm not going to wear a crop top, so I didn't do a crop top. And also scarves. So I kind of combine these looks together. And one thing that they're doing a lot is they're putting the scarf around the jean loops. And it's cute, cute, cute. So you can just take a silk or something that you like and use it as a belt. And that's a great look. Isn't that cute? So I did the velvet jacket. The velvet, again, it's up. This outfit to me has about 4 things that are just really current. First, the velvet and the coordinating color with it. So I put up that coordinating color, and you guys, whenever I put up coordinating colors, It always pains me because sometimes people will buy one and not the other. And I totally get it. It's your wardrobe and you get to do what you want. But I go to so much work to get these coordinating colors and then you guys don't buy them together, which is fine. I got it. Okay. Anyway, these are coordinating. They're beautiful together. One could be the cardigan and that's 9.15. And I added length to that. I added 4 inches to the bottom because I wanted a really cardi look, and you can see how long those cardigans are. They come below the crotch, kind of to the fingertips, okay? And then the top is casual, and then jeans. It's definitely, if you don't pair it with jeans, and you could do white jeans or leggings, but if you don't pair it with something casual, it'll have a tendency to be too dressy. The velvet lends itself to being too dressy. So you don't, unless you want to dress up, and you can do that, but the goal is that this is a real casual look. And that little velvet cardi is just perfect. And it's just a great look. Isn't that good looking? I love that. We'll move this out of the way just so you can kind of see. And again, this is beautiful on. It's just a really fun look. And you can do it a couple ways. You could wear it closed. I just wanted to duplicate this look that I had seen. And so I kind of left it open for you. But that's 9.15, cut it a little bit longer, and we went from there. Okay? Okay. So the black and white, velvet, coordinating colors, scarves, using scarves. You can use them as your neck, but an updated and really trendy way that they're doing it is using it as a belt. Doesn't matter your waist size. Don't think that if you have a big waist, it will make a difference because it will look adorable. It will look really cute. The black and white, the crisscross, using those sheer layers. We're seeing a lot of lighter fabrics, and those sheer layers are being used together. Capes, draped tops. You notice under several of these tops, I've done draped tops underneath. And then, of course, lace. Animal print one we have on. Let's look, what pattern are the jeans? 3300, Lana's jeans. Let's look at the next picture. I love this picture. Love this picture. A little sleeveless jean jacket. So you all have the pattern. We've made the jacket. We can do this. Pattern number 900, no sleeves. Saves you 30 minutes worth of sewing. It's awesome and it's really popular. I saw one sleeveless jean jacket at Neiman Marcus for $400. That man, that is a yard of fabric and a couple hours worth of work. So it is cute. So I did one, and again, I don't know the fabric on this. You guys will have to pick that up, but is that adorable? That little cute little hot pink little leather jacket, little leather vest. The jean jacket vest is the goal. All right. Okay, while we're looking at questions and stuff, let's do another drawing. And the other drawing we're going to do ready, is Lauren's shawl collar knit wrap top. There's a couple reasons why I did this. We've got a, now keep in mind, you guys, all of these patterns are donated by you all. Like, we are so not generous. You all are all the generous souls. And you've either bought duplicates or something along the way, and so you've mailed them back to us and, you know, said, hey, go ahead and give this away. We pay postage, but that's it. The rest of it is, it's on you. And I don't even know if you can get this pattern anymore. I don't think you can get 314 either. I'm not sure. Anyway, number one is that princess seam. This is a princess seam in the front. You could easily do that princess seam in a black panel. So you could do just the front, and again, very slimming. The shawl collar is like the one I have on. It's very popular right now. You're seeing it an awful lot, more than I've ever seen it before, on cardigans, on all kinds of things. It's a great look. So this has both of them. This is a knit top, and 214 is the entry, right? I guess they've already done that. Okay, we have a... Oh, 214. Okay, so let's answer questions while we're doing that. What is the hem on the blue velvet cardi? What is the hem? It's just a hem. I just turned it up and hemmed it. I mean, I do an inch on this cardi, just so it gives it weight. Just turned it up. I actually have a new cover stitch machine, you guys, and I haven't had a chance to set it up and thread it. I'll get there. We're going to have a sew along in a couple weeks. I hope to have it ready by then, but I hope. We'll see. Okay, so 214 is the number we're doing. Again, don't spell it out, just number 2, number 1, number 4. And for those of you who are not watching live, this is only for the people watching live. It's not after the fact. I know always afterwards on comments, we get people entering in numbers. If they're going to win, it's already given away. It's, we really appreciate you guys watching live. And we like you all watching live. Even if we know you're eating popcorn and drinking wine and got your feet up, we're cool with that. 214, Lauren's shawl collar. We have a winner? Looks like we do. L. Gore. All right, L. Gore, you know who you are. L. G-O-R, whoever you are. Let us know who you are, and we'll ship that to you. So email Peggy at silhouettepatterns.com and tell us you won pattern 214, and we will ship it out to you. Okay? All right. Okay, what else? So let's answer some questions. We've got about 20 minutes left, and then we'll answer just your questions and answers. I think we did everything. Yeah, we did. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 outfits, you guys. 7 outfits. And the thing of that is, that's cool to me, is they could, if I were going on a trip, I could pair all of them with either a pair of leggings or white jeans or black jeans. So it would really minimize my wardrobe, but I kind of dress like that all the time. I live like that. I just have a tendency to like to keep it simple and things mix in, but I still want to look current and trendy. Right, we went through all the pictures, right? We don't have any more pictures? Yeah, okay. All right, so it's up to you guys. If we don't have any questions, we'll go home. We'll eat our popcorn. There we go. We'll eat popcorn. So let me just mention 4014. 4014 is shipping out. We've got them shipping out tomorrow through Tuesday. We'll have them all shipped by Tuesday. 4014 is Shelly's dress, and that is a PBS pattern. So it's not going to be on Silhouette. It'll be on Fit to Stitch site. And then not next week, but the week after, we'll have a sew-along. So everybody will have their pattern by then, and we'll be ready to have our sew-along. And I'm excited because I love that dress, and I've got even some fabrics in mind that I'm looking forward to making in that dress. It'll be fun. Okay. Does your top fitting class cover woven tops? Not this class. This class is on knit. Knits are a little trickier than wovens. So we're going to do knits first, and then we'll pick up wovens. I do have a new fitting class that we're going to, it's a new class that we're going to do, and I'm very excited about it. We'll announce it probably next week, and it's kind of for the summer. Please join that class. You guys, this is the last fitting class you'll need. We're not going to do any more because it's so simple and so good. I had some great ideas, and they're really good. I signed up for the New York City fabric trip, and I haven't received any details. Is the trip still on? Definitely. 50 ladies and I are going to New York next week. So if you've signed up and haven't gotten any details, you need to email me. Something's gone wrong. Peggy at silhouettepatterns.com. Yes, no, the trip is definitely still on. Definitely. It's a great trip. And you can't, no one else can sign up. We've closed everything's been turned in, everything's ordered, we're good to go. Can I see the back of the white wrap? I think you mean this one. So the answer would be yes. Can I see the back of the white wrap and the black wrap? Maybe this black wrap? Here's the white one. I probably messed up my camera guide by moving that. And the black one, maybe this is what you're looking for, this 112. But now this is the top that I did in a, this is the crisscross top, and I just did this in a solid black back. Do you draft your patterns for a certain height? Yes, we have what we call a fit model. We have 2 of them. Those fit models are both 5/8. Buttonhole. Oh, can I see the back of the white wrap? Okay. Which wrap is the one on the angle stripe top? Oh, the wrap on the angle striped, this is the angle striped top. This wrap is 112. Casey's 5-way wrap, 112. I think that's the question you're asking. Okay. Buttonholes, vertical or horizontal? It depends. There's 2 rules about buttonholes. If they are on a garment that is next to your body, and it is important to have security, like a blouse, then the buttonholes are vertical. Okay, because you don't want any movement of that buttonhole. If the buttonholes are on outer garment, which would be a jacket, like what I have on, my buttonhole is horizontal. I want movement. I want my buttonhole to expand or contract based on my mobility. That would also include the top of a waistband. I want that buttonhole to be horizontal. That would also include, let's see, a waistband, a jacket, any outer layer garment, a trench coat, any of the coats. Those are always horizontal, where movement is expected. Okay? So there's different rules depending on the garment. Blouse, you don't want movement because movement might show off something underneath you want stability. So those buttonholes are vertical, everything stays in place. What is the drapey white top? This is pattern number 95. This is Brooks top. Boom, there you go. Isn't it cute? It's so cute. Oh, so cute. What pattern is under the cute pink vest? Pint vest? It is pint size. That's 617. That's Mark's twisted top, twisted wrap. 617 is Mark's twisted, it's a blouse. Very cute. Have you ever done a sew along for Jags woven pants? I had some trouble with the front zipper placket. No, I haven't done it. But I have done a fly front zipper. So if you go to our site and search for fly front, it's all done right there. And that's the hardest part about the pant. And so I haven't done the pant because to me, we did that part. Off topic. Kathy's blouse, 615. If I don't want to not sheer waist, how would you suggest to add 1/4 strips elastic instead? Okay, so basically when you're adding strips of elastic, 1/4 inch, you can do it 2 ways. You can either make a casing or you can stitch right through the elastic. Either way, the elastic should be 3/4 of what the top is, or whatever you want it to be, I guess. And then you stretch and stitch right through it. Okay? So a good example would be this, the back of this cardigan. I wanted this to have a little bit of gathering in the back. And so I took my elastic and I cut it to be, it's kind of crooked here. Let me straighten that out. Sorry. I took it to be, I think the back measured 18 and I took the elastic to be 12. And I stretched the elastic from side seam to side seam and stitched right through the elastic. And that's kind of what you're talking about. I stitched through the elastic. You can either stitch through the elastic, or you can make a casing. I'm sorry, these cords are driving me crazy. I'm stepping on these cords. I'm okay. Then you can do it one of those 2 ways, okay? All right, can I use your knit interfacing on, okay, I have a sway back adjustment, but still, if I do a sway back adjustment, but still have diagonal lines, do I need to make a larger adjustment, or could it be a combo of sway back and length? So something else is wrong. A sway back adjustment will not give you diagonal lines. A sway back will give you puddling. There's no lines, it will puddle. You're literally taking fabric away. So there's no lines that indicate a sway back. A diagonal, it could be from the shoulder seam that you've got the wrong angle. That could be the problem, but a sway back generally doesn't. There's something else wrong. Okay? When you measure for length for proportions, where do you hold the measure on your shoulder? At your neck or sleeve edge? Sleeve edge. It's a vertical dressed body measurement. When you look at the body, you don't look here at the neck, you look here at the shoulder. So it's from shoulder to knee. Divide by thirds. Can I use your knit interfacing on rainwear taffeta nylon that requires low temp when ironing pressing? I have a fine water sprayer bottle that usually used. Yeah, you can. It is low temperature fusible. Just do a little sample. The fusible will fuse very quickly. I always say you should use whatever your fabric requirements are. Don't worry about the fusible. It's a very low temp fusible. So, and you can always remember you can use a press cloth. Okay, just FYI. The white cape is what number? 95. What pattern was used for the white cropped pants? Those aren't cropped. Those are 3516. Those are, if you look at 3516, I can't remember the name of the pattern. I don't even know that's a pattern. But anyway, there's a pair of Ellie Tahari pants that I copied years ago, and they're just because I'm using, they probably look cropped because there's mesh at the bottom. But they are, if you look at 3516, you'll see them. A&O's kimono blouse, could I lengthen the sleeves? Yeah, just keep going. The longer you go with the sleeve, just the more wrinkling it will create, because your sleeve is going this way and your arm is going down. So when you lengthen that sleeve and then you put your arm down, you'll have some wrinkling up in the shoulder area, but it's not a big deal. It's a kimono, that's okay. You know, and then just see if you like it. If you don't like it, you can always cut it off. Okay. Kathy's blouse, stitch elastic with zigzag or straight stitch? It doesn't matter. It doesn't make a bit of difference. It's whatever you want to see on the outside. I've made 30/20 3 times, but I need to adjust where the inner panel meets the leg. Okay, I'm 5'2 1/2", and it seems a bit long. It hits a little below the knee. Not sure where to shorten the panel and the leg. Just shorten between the crotch and the knee. Shorten the leg and do both. If you want it to just come up a little bit more, no big deal. It's all styling anyway. So if you just prefer to have it be a little bit shorter, go between the crotch and the knee and just take a tuck in the panel and take a tuck in the leg, take a tuck in the back. Just shorten the whole thing right in through there. Okay? How much fabric for the velvet lengthened jacket? I didn't get any extra yardage. I did it I just did it. I had enough. I only lengthened it like 3 inches. It wasn't that big a deal. But you could get an extra yard just if you're, if you want to be safe. Can you tell me again where to access the fly front instructions? So go to Silhouette Patterns on our YouTube, and then just search for fly front. Just put in fly front, and it should come up. What type buttons on the pink faux leather sleeveless jacket? So these are snaps, you guys. I just did a snap here, and I love that. You know what I've noticed? A lot of the leather jackets, a lot of the jean jackets, either use the jean buttons, which we do have, if you want to do that, but then they require a buttonhole. And I really noticed that as I shop for them, I love the hardware. I just really like, and by that I mean the bling, the silver, whatever, I really like the hardware. I really like the silver. So I think it makes it look really polished and not homemade. And I like that. The new online fitting class will cover what type of garment? All of them. It's not up yet, but it will cover everything. What pattern is the pink vest? Pattern number 900. It's called Carol's Jacket. But it's sleeveless. Okay? So when you guys run out of questions, that's a good thing, right? That means you're ready to sew, right? That's the goal, is to get your questions out of your brain to where you're ready to sew. When you lengthen a sleeve, is there a rule on how to do it? When you lengthen a sleeve, that's probably too generic, you guys. So let's say if I'm lengthening a knit sleeve, just add to the bottom. If this is a 2-piece sleeve, if I'm lengthening a 2-piece sleeve, I could also add to the bottom. But the 2-piece sleeve has a bend in it at the elbow, so that when my arm is down, it will hang straight. So if you're lengthening that, you can generally just add to the bottom also. There are times where I have been in workshops, your elbows hit your waist, just an FYI, and I have had ladies who their elbows didn't go to their waist. Their elbows went below their waist. And so we had to add above the elbow and then below the elbow. So, so it does depend, but generally it doesn't make a difference. Okay? When you length, do you narrow it as you go down? That's all styling. So there's no pattern. Remember, there's pattern making rules, and then there's styling. And whenever you're dealing with styling, you guys become the rules. Your likes, your dislikes, those things all become the rules, okay? 900 sleeveless, just hem the armhole. That's what I did. I just serged, tucked it under, and top stitched. I just had a thread that was pretty pinky and pretty close to matching, and I liked it. Liked how it looked. Okay? Are they out of questions yet? Hey, we have popcorn to eat. Thank you, Mary Lou, for the popcorn. It's good popcorn, you guys. How did you finish armhole for the sleeveless jean jacket? I just serged it, turned it under 3/8, and top stitched all the way around. Did you use small or large snaps? These are 5/8 inch snaps. 5/8 inch. And that's probably the only time I buy anything at a sewing store, a fabric store, whatever. I don't have snaps. I decided I need to get snaps. I need to get the little snap tool because they're so easy. And the little snap pliers. I'm going to New York next week. It's on my list for things, places, things to look for, because I know they're so much cheaper. You can buy them like by a bag, the snaps. They're so much cheaper in New York than what they are at, your local who. But so I'm going to try to find them. I've got a list for next week, and that's one thing I'm looking for. Printed 4-way knits. So a 4-way knit just means it stretches in both directions. It can't stretch this way without stretching this way. It can't stretch this way. So I don't know why they call it 4-way, but we've had this discussion before. It just means it's a knit with stretch in both directions. The bias top would be a good choice. Yes. Lots of good choices though. Boy, you can do any of our knit tops with fabric with stretch in both directions. Watch in the morning, we're having a brand new fabric up. Really good sale. Just watch for it. And other than that, you guys, we're going to sign off and say happy popcorn eating. Happy sewing. You guys know we love you. We're excited. Hopefully these trends you'll grab onto them and enjoy sewing them as much as I have. I've really had a lot of fun. We apologize for missing Tuesday night. We appreciate your patience on that. You all know we would be here whenever we can. We just couldn't pull it together for Tuesday. We just had some issues come up. So thanks for being here tonight. And we will see you next Thursday. We'll have a YouTube for you. It's a great, watch it. It's on Ruffles. Anyway, so we'll see you then. Happy sewing. Bye.